Controlling women with fractionation. Guys, if you like to enhance your special soldier, check out my review of the best enhancer on successanimation-reviews.com. When it comes to controlling women, some people say you can never really be happy with one. Here's what to think about so you can choose for yourself. Everyone likes different things in a partner. Some people like quieter significant others who just like to relax, and others like loud, outgoing people to keep things fun. But what about controlling women? Is there a place for them in the world of relationships? If you started seeing a woman known as being rather controlling, or even have noticed those traits in her yourself, you might be rethinking your interest in her. The thing is, you have to know more about what controlling women have to offer before making a final decision. You should never put up with someone who tries to control you 100% of the time. Being controlling is one thing. Trying to control someone constantly is another. No matter what is said here, you should never be with someone who wants to control all of you all the time. It's not right and it's not fair. You're not a child and she's not your mother. There is a limit to this behavior that should be tolerated, and you have to know that before continuing with someone you think could be controlling. What you need to remember when it comes to dating controlling women. Could you really be happy with this type of girl? Short answer, absolutely. Long answer, you really have to know more about her first. There are a lot of great things about being with a woman like this, but there are also some not so great things. The good. These are some of the great things about dating a woman who's on the controlling side. You might really love being with someone like this. One, she won't take your crap. Most girls who are pretty controlling tend to be very stern and upfront. That means they won't take any of your crap and won't let you treat them like crap. And while that might sound like a bad thing, it's actually amazing. If you're the type who tends to push women around and end up single, this could solve that. You might just need this type of woman to put you in your place so you can have a happy relationship together. 2. She knows what she wants. This is the best type of woman to date because she knows what she wants. She's very blunt about how she expects you to behave and won't try to play games. That means you won't end up having to guess what she wants all the time. She's the type of girl who actually gives you a direct answer when you ask her where she wants to go to dinner or which movie she wants to see. 3. Communication is usually more direct. This is the most important part of the relationship. You have to be able to talk to one another about anything. When you're with a controlling girl, she'll be very direct. She'll tell you when something's wrong and she'll tell you how to fix it. She'll also be very open about asking how you're feeling, and that means you won't have to tiptoe around her, despite her controlling nature. 4. She won't hide her feelings. Once again, there aren't very many guessing games with this type of girl. Sure, she may be controlling, but you won't have to wonder how she feels about you. She'll be much more upfront about the state of your relationship, too. And while that may mean you'll have more discussions about how things are going, you'll never be left in the dark. You'll be able to make things work a lot easier with this type of girl. 5. The boundaries are very clear. When she doesn't want you to do something, you'll know it. That means there are less opportunities for you to mess up, and that means you'll have fewer fights. You'll both know where she draws the line and what'll happen if you venture past it. The less you argue because of this, the better your relationship will be. The bad. These are some of the not so great things you might have to deal with if you choose to pursue a woman who tends to be a bit more controlling. Just be aware of these going forward. 1. She could be insecure. Some controlling women aren't like that by nature, but rather as a result of insecurity. They feel the need to control your actions so you won't do anything to hurt their already fragile egos. This is a problem if you tend to be the type to have other female friends and a friendly disposition. She could see that as something other than friendliness and end up getting upset because of it. Jealousy may also play a role if insecurity is the cause of her controlling behavior. 2. You might fight more often. While a lot of your argumentative issues can be solved by her controlling behavior, there's also a chance you'll fight more. When you two don't agree on the same things, you could end up in more fights than you want. It really all depends on how you both see certain situations. 3. Your friends might give you a hard time. This is just the way some guys are. Society has us brainwashed into believing the men should be in charge, and so when your girl is, your friends might pick on you. This isn't so much a bad thing, because it depends on how you take it. You can either get upset about it or tell your friends to shut it. It's really up to you to make this a good or a bad thing. 4. You may have less freedom. Because your girl is controlling, you might have less freedom than you desire. She might not want you doing stuff you've already been doing for a while. This has everything to do with the boundaries the two of you set. Normally, even controlling women have realistic standards. 5. You won't be able to get away with much. If you're a guy who lies and tries to sneak around your girl's back, that won't fly if she's the controlling type. These girls are usually far smarter than you think and will find out everything. That means you won't be able to get away with stuff. You won't be able to lie and think all is well. She'll call you out for it and you'll be worse off than if you just told the truth from the start. Basically, you won't be able to be a crappy partner if you date a controlling woman. As much as controlling women get a bad reputation, you can still have an amazing and perfectly happy relationship with one. Just so long as you're aware of the pros and cons, the choice is yours.